bum, shaitan will go inside your anus, shaitan will wrap yourself around the penis. Shaitan is all over. Your conspiracy religion. Conspiracy is based on making you a person who is occupied by phobia, and this phobia will control your life and will make you unable to think or to question. When you have a phobia,
Hmm.
you are paranoid. You do not know what is right, what's wrong.
Yeah,
You know.
I have a phobia of Muhammad actually. I
Yeah.
hate
So,
him.
Yasin, I cannot keep you for long. Do you want to say something to me? Because I
Yeah,
thought you're a Muslim.
yeah, can,
By the way, why you
no,
left
no, no.
Islam? What make you leave Islam?
Actually, me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did you leave Islam after calling me, or
There's
what happened? I don't remember.
no.
Okay.
I actually don't know your channel, and I never followed you to be a Christian,
Okay.
and I never knew you. So there was I always wondered. You know, Yusuf Estes, the guy who used to be a Catholic and now he's a Muslim.
Yeah, he's a big fat liar. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So that guy, I searched online every time to prove Islam, so to see what people say, and then all of a sudden this guy came up saying from darkness to brightness. So he came from Christian Catholic to Muslim, which makes
Mm-hmm.
him oh
Mm-hmm.
right, oh yeah, Muslim is brightness. Okay, let's see what's up. And I see him. Everything he talks is about this Muslim guy coming. He meets him and he give him some money. I don't know what he give him, but he is Muslim. I don't know what he touched him, and but whatever he said is it doesn't make sense to me. And I saw this guy saying Islam is false, and then I watched that video and it makes me this is a cult, and I don't believe, and I don't want to get 72 virgin,
That's wonderful, my friend.
in whatever
I'm
they're
happy for you.
saying.
Let us go now to the topic. What do you want to say to us? Why you're calling?
And so I want to see if you can show me a hadith or a Quran about the Muhammad praying with those jinn and shaitan, because I want to prove it to my family, show them they have to live this was Islam.
Yeah. Okay. I will talk about that after we hang up with you. Thank you very much, Yasin.
All
Just
right, you
listen
have a good
and
time. Okay, please keep in people, and then I love what you're doing. Okay,
yeah.
thank you so much.
Thank you very much, my friend.
Mhm.
Uh, all of those reasons supposedly is to make us believe in Muhammad, and obviously it's a fabrication, and it is silly. You know, the genies, they believe and they heard the Quran, and not only that, when they heard the Quran they say inna sami'na Qur'anan ajaba. What does that mean? If we go in the Quran we will find the following. Chapter 72, verse number 1. Actually, the chapter itself, it's called the chapter of the genie. The chapter of the genie. So the genie, Muhammad, once he was going in a trip, and always those things happen to Muhammad when he's alone. There's no witnesses. Supposedly the story says that his companion, they did not find him. He went supposedly to do pee pee poo poo, and they did not see him for a while. When he came back, he said to them, I was with a bunch of genies, and those genies are coming from the north of Iraq. They are Assyrian, like our brother Sam Shamoun. Actually, Sam Shamoun, brother Sam Shamoun, he looked like a genie. Actually, I never thought about this. Maybe he's one of them. Alhamdulillah. So he said, and I did read Quran for them, and they said when they heard the Quran that we heard amazing Quran, very amazing. That's amazing. And supposedly those genie right away they converted to Islam. Hmm. Oh. If you read the chapter in front of you, this is one of the most funny chapters which Muslims use for their fictions to fight genie. Like if you have a problem with the genie, you read this chapter. Can I help you to translate your book to the Turkish? My friend, just text me in Skype. Give me your ID in Skype. You can give it to the admin, and we can discuss that in Skype. But as you see here, you know, everything like here, you see we are talking about the genie trying to go out of the earth, but they cannot. Why? Look at this. The genie, they thought Allah will never send any prophets. Allah, he took them into surprise. Allah, he took them into surprise. They thought nobody is coming no more. That's it. And supposedly, before Muhammad come and became a prophet, genie used to be able to go to the heaven to steal the secrets of the heaven. Oh, there's no screen. Sorry, it's my fault. It's my genie. All right, no screen. All right, now you see my screen. By the way, in case you do not know, one of the discovery and the knowledge of Allah is the internet. The Muslim, they say even Muhammad, he predicted satellite. The one who said Shaitan sleep in your nose predicted satellite. Okay, so here you will see that the genie, this is the chapter of the jinn, as we say, chapter 72, verse number 1. All of the chapter is about genie, supposedly. All right. The genie, they heard recitation of Muhammad. Muhammad, he sat with them, and even they have fire together. I don't know why the genie, they would have fire. They are made of fire. They are cold. And then and they decide to be guided. That's it. They convert to Islam. They hear the recitation and they say, that's amazing, I will convert to Islam. And here we have to assume that genies are Arab, because they are speaking to Muhammad, and Muhammad, he speaks only one language, and they heard the Quran, and the Quran is in Arabic. And the genie, they said, some of our foolish ones among us who use you know, to say lies about Allah. You see, there's bad genies, there's good genies and bad genies. So the bad genies, they say lies against Allah, and then we think that us, we are, you know, we will not say any lies against Allah. Okay. True, they were a person among mankind who took a shelter with the person among the jinn, but they increase them in fully. Yesterday, the guy who spoke to me, he said the Quran is so clear. And they claim, they thought that nobody, you know, nobody Allah will send. Okay. Yasin, don't send me questions, my friend. We have a topic. Don't text me in Skype. Otherwise, I will block you. Don't text me in Skype. You have a question, you can ask in the chat. The same as the rest. See, you disturb my topic now. You just asked me a question. We did not finish. You asked me a second question. Shouldn't we finish the first one? Are you guys suffering from the flight of thought like Muhammad? Focus. Focus. Don't be like the Muhammadan. They are suffering from the flight of thoughts, the same as Allah. So they thought, and Allah will never send anyone. Okay, now Muhammad is being sent. What happened? The second Muhammad became a prophet, the sky is not allowed for any genie to go through. وَإِنَّا لَمَسْنَا السَّمَاءَ فَوَجَدْنَاهَا مُلِئَتْ حَرَسًا شَدِيدًا وَشُهُبًا. We wanted to go to the sky. As usual, always we go to the sky, always to steal information. But since the prophet, he became a prophet, we cannot go there because now Allah, he put a lot of guards. And you are telling me there's no reason to convert to Islam? Do we have any Muslim want to say something? Is that why we should convert to Islam? Those funny, stupid stories. And we use indeed sit there hiding in the stations. The genie, they sit hiding in the state. You see, you tell us that the Russian, they have a spaceship station. The genie have one long time ago. Look at this. We use indeed to sit there in hiding, between hiding between bracket. That's not in the Quran. Just stations to steal informations. The Russian man, the Russian are genie. They steal information from Allah. What is that? What is that? This is the chapter of the genie. Chapter 72. Any Muhammadan? Hello? Who is a Muslim here believe in this? I'm just trying to find a reason, to convert to Islam, as the Muslims, they say to us, like there's a million reason, 1,000 reason, whatever reason. All the reason I found them funny and silly. What reasons? I don't find one, not even one legitimate reason. Anyone? So those articles which Muhammadan they write for us and they post in the internet, they are like a funny, silly. It's not even good for kids. What is that? Huh? Any Muslim? Who is a Muslim would like to give me a call? No Muslim? Yesterday, we have a Muhammadan who called me, and his name was what was his name? Noor. Mr. Noor, he called me yesterday, and Mr. Noor, he is a very deep in knowledge, very deep. Actually, I was really obviously he's a big sheikh, he's a big sheikh. You can tell. There's many ways to know who is a big sheikh, who is a small sheikh. This guy is a big sheikh, So Mr. Noor, he called me, and we were talking about almost the same topic, and he said this. Let us see what he said. Okay, Mr. Noor, here we go.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam, Mr. Noor. How are you?
Hold on 1 second. Let me mute your stream. Okay, can you hear me?
I do hear you. Please just be sure you mute YouTube so we don't have duplicate of voice.
Yeah, 1 second. Let me put on my headphones. Actually, God willing.
All right. Keep YouTube running, but just to mute the sound.
I think it's actually coming from my speakers and not your YouTube, because I already muted it. So
yeah, all right.
So
what do you want to say to us, Mr. Noor?
Well, so I think we should keep it organized a little bit. So if you want to just ask me a few questions, whatever you think about Islam, I can answer it, God willing, and then I can just ask you questions and we can kind
No,
of
I don't want to ask
format
you the
it.
questions. I want you to tell me something good about Islam, anything. Feel free. How you can convince you? Because we have like 800 Christians maybe listening, and God knows how many letters, thousands will listen to this, and you are life in the truth. How you can prove to those Christians that Islam is from God?
Yeah, that's fine. So the core teaching of Islam is to reverence God alone, submit to God, and to do good and be righteous, as it says over and over in the Quran, and it forbids evil. And clearly says that those who believe and do good works will go to paradise, God willing, and hell is the abode of the criminals. The main teaching. That's what everything falls under in Islam.
So is good work including you beat them up and that will give them deeds to go to paradise?
Beat who up?
Yeah, like here the hadith in front of us here, it says that the Prophet saying that the one who he beat him up, he made a condition with Allah that he will give him reward. So the Prophet, he beat you, or even he cursed you, or even he said a bad word to your mother or your father, like, you know, dirty language, and that will give you blessing from Allah, and obviously that will take you to heaven. Is that the way to go to heaven?
No, that doesn't make any sense. And I don't follow hadiths, and I don't believe them anyway because there's no way to verify them. They were just written hundreds of years after he was gone.
No, this is Sahih. Okay, so you believe in the Quran only? You don't believe in the hadith?
Yeah. Oh, no, because the Quran is from God. Hadiths were just invented by men for what they thought that they heard him say. They're additional books, and there's no way to really verify whether or not he said that.
All right. What about the Quran? If there's any way to verify that he said anything in the Quran? What is the proof that the Quran is from God anyway? How you can prove to us
I'm okay
that the Quran is from God?
Well,
How long you said you want to verify? Yes. How you can verify?
Well, I don't think that there's a way to prove it 100%. I believe it is. However, there is some evidence that it is.
Like what?
Just based off what it teaches. Well, like the prose and how it's written, how clear it is.
How clear?
Just the overall style.
I don't know. The
yeah,
Quran
how clear it is.
My friend, as I know, the Quran says nobody understands the Quran save Allah. So how clear it is?
No, it says it's in a clear Quran. I know you can hear the typing, but I'll find the...
No problem. Take your time.
Yeah, so 3669, in the name of God, the Almighty, the Merciful. We did not teach him poetry, nor does he need it. This is a reminder in a clear Quran, and it tells us to think and to reflect about it. At the same time...
So 3639, correct? It says that the Quran is clear, correct?
3669, yeah, it's a clear,
59?
clear Quran.
59?
3669. 3669.
Okay, 69, sorry. All right. So here the Quran is so clear, correct?
Yeah, there are some ayat in there that are purposely not clear, but
purposely, what is
in general, it's a clear Quran.
What do you mean?
Well, 3:7 explains it best. So it says, he is the one who sent down to you the book from which there are law-giving revelations. They are the essence of the book, and others which are of a similitude. As for those who have disease in their hearts, they will follow that which is of a similitude, seeking to confuse and seeking to derive their interpretation, but none know its interpretation except God, those who are well-founded in knowledge. They say, we believe in it, all is from our Lord, and none will remember except those who possess intelligence. So however you interpret of a similitude, so it's saying it is a clear Quran, and those who are well-founded in knowledge will understand it, who are guided by God. But there are also some that can misinterpret it.
It doesn't say that. It says that those who they are not understand it, those who believe, they say, those who have knowledge, they will say, we believe. So to be considered as a scholar in Islam is not about understanding, it's about saying, I believe. Which means
that doesn't make sense. Knowledge is so important. 3:7 says, and those who are well-founded in knowledge. So it's true that we believe in it. I have belief as well. There is some faith, like believing in God, because we can't see them, but we still have knowledge.
Let us prove what you just said. In the same chapter, I'm not going to ask you from different chapter, chapter 36. And you are the one who said to me, this chapter here, saying to us, or this verse 69, saying that Allah, He made the Quran very clear, correct?
Right.
All right. So how the Quran says in the same chapter that وَالشَّمْسُ تَجْرِي لِمُسْتَقَرٍ لَهَا, and the sun runs into its own course. Which
one is that?
The same chapter.
I mean, I've read
Chapter
I've read the
36.
Quran over 5 times, but I don't have it memorized yet. So
Yeah, no problem. Chapter 36, the
tell
same
me.
chapter you gave me. Verse
oh, I
number,
see it. Yeah, 36.
verse
38.
number 38. Okay. As long you say to us the Quran is so clear. Okay, what does that mean? The sun run. Do the sun run?
Well, it says the sun runs to a specific destination,
Okay, what is the best?
such as the design of the noble, the knowledgeable.
What is that?
Well, it's what we see. I mean, we see the sun in the sky. It's the same destination every time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a specific destination.
But this doesn't mean Allah is wrong, because the sun is not running anywhere. So Allah, he see as we see, or he see different?
Well, that's petty semantics. I mean, it's running in an orbit.
Yeah, but he's
Doesn't
talking
matter
about,
if you say run
he's
or
talking
orbit.
about, he's talking about, you just said how we see the sun. That's mean that the sun setting, sunset, sunrise, correct?
I mean, you can say that water is running. You know, is that wrong?
No, the
It's
water
not
is
wrong
running.
to say
Yes, it
water
is
is
running.
running.
No, water is running. If it's
It
running,
doesn't literally run.
no, it
It
does.
doesn't literally run,
No,
just
it
like the
does.
sun. It moves.
No, it does. It
Just
does.
like the
It does. The
sun.
water run. The water move from A to B.
Water has legs. You're saying that water
No,
can run with legs?
No,
Water doesn't have
my
legs.
friend,
It doesn't run.
running have nothing to do.
And I'm
with-
saying,
running have to do nothing to do.
okay,
with remember. First of all, you are not reading the Quran. Quran is not meant to be in English. In Arabic, it says tajri.
it actually is.
Tajri. No, it's in Arabic. Tajri.
Yeah, I know.
The word tajri, it's
Yeah,
mean
go ahead.
you run. You run. It's running from location to location. Now, you said and you agreed that this is about how we see the sun. So Allah speaking here about the sun setting, the sun rising. But this is absolutely false. The sun does not set, the sun
Yes,
does
I-
not rise.
All it says is that it runs to a specific destination, and
What is
running is
what is
interpreted the same way that water is water is running.
Okay,
It
my friend.
moves to a certain destination,
okay,
which
okay.
it does every single
If
day.
we
It's
go-
just a
All right. If we go just a 2 verses down, you can
It's a
read the verse
useless
before it. You can read the verse before it. And the moon, after it, have measured in their mansion. The Quran believe that the moon have mansions, and this is what the religions before believe, that the moon, he have mansions, he live in the places, and he move from place to place. And people, even the Sabian, they used to go, and when the moon disappear, they go to the second town to welcome him in the other town, because this is a new moon. Now, here you notice that the moon have houses, and he says to you, and he run in the old way, as it was in the old way. But this is not true. I mean, this is false. Now, if you go in verse number 40, it says, it's not permitted for the sun to catch up the moon, nor can the night outstrip the day. Each just swim along in its own orbit. Is that correct?
yeah, swimming in an orbit. But let's take one thing at a time. It's also important to quote the Quran correctly and not just interpret it, like not just use your own words every time. So 36:39 says, and the moon we have measured it to appear in stages until it returns like an old palm sheath, which it does. It's like the different stages of the moon, which is
But here it says it live in mansions.
And-
Is that true? There's mansions for the moon.
no, I'd say that in the Quran.
It says.
It says it appears.
It says it's in front of us. Everybody can read. I'm reading your Muslim translation, not my translation.
Yeah, which one are you talking about? 36:39?
Yes.
Yeah, it says, and the moon we have new appear in stages.
What,
So if you want to read from the one that I read from, it's
what
the
translation-
monotheist translation.
what translation you are reading?
Here, I'll post it in chat. You can Google it. It's called the monotheist translation. Otherwise, you can go here
Monotheist.
to
What does that mean, monotheist?
yeah, monotheist means one monotheist. That's what we reverence one God.
That is a new form.
The Almighty.
Monotheist. Let me see if we have it here.
Yeah.
Monotheist.
It says it in it as well. It talks about monotheism.
Okay. Yeah, but my friend, do
I-
you speak Arabic?
Only some. I don't speak it fluently because it's
What's
not
in
my
front
native
of us?
tongue.
I mean,
But I should learn it.
This
God
translation
willing.
is absolutely false, my friend. It says, وَالْقَمَرُ قَدَّرْنَا مَنَازِلَ حَتَّى عَادَ كَالْأَرْجُونُ الْقَدِيمِ. So it says the word manazil. So how this guy, whoever translated this translation, he said, you can copy this word manazil as you see in the screen, post it in Google, and you will see it mean houses or mansions. So this is a false translation.
Well, There's lots of translations that translate it that says the moon we have measured it to appear in stages. And Arabic is a rich language and it doesn't have a single
No problem.
word definition all the time.
My friend, you said us not to give wrong interpretation. So how we can give interpretation for the Quran according to you?
How do you interpret the Quran? Well, you should think for yourself and ask God for knowledge and wisdom, and also consider the
But you
opinions
could
of
not answer
others.
me.
And then
You could not answer me. You are the one who said to me. You gave me verse number 13. I remember.
36, 39.
Sorry, yeah. Saying
Which
to
one are you
me-
talking about?
Saying to me that the Quran is so clear, the same chapter, right? But here I'm asking you now, how Allah He says such a thing? That the sun run into its course. You could not answer. You said that we see the sun every day.
No, I did answer it.
Yeah.
It does run its course.
No,
It
it
runs
does-
to its
it does not. The sun does
destination
not
every
set.
day.
This is
It
the
runs the same way that water
The earth is going around
runs.
itself.
It's not listed.
The earth, the earth goes around itself. This is how the day happened.
No. The
No?
sun rotates. It runs to a specific destination, just like it says. It's like
Okay,
water, a
okay, so-
river can
so-
run to a destination.
Okay, so the
Right.
okay, according to you, when the sun set every day, it's not the earth going around itself. This is the sun going from point A to point B, from east to west.
Yeah, and even no matter what you believe about it is also speculation. There's no point even debating that because you have no way to measure what it's doing besides what you can observe on Earth, or what you trust what others say because you have no experiment that you can do for yourself to
Okay.
determine what it's actually doing. You know what I mean? So it's pointless to argue about that.
So, but you,
There's no way for either of us to
no
prove it.
problem. I will not argue about that. But you just confirm, and everybody heard you, that according to you, according to the Quran, as you understand it, the sun every day
Mhm.
go from the east to the west. Correct?
Well, it's how do I say it? There's no, it's nitpicky. I mean, the sun it does its course every single day, just like it says, it runs to a specific destination every day.
Hmm.
You know, it has its cycles. I mean, there's nothing more to really argue about in that
Okay.
sense. You know?
So,
See what the point is.
okay, so now you know, I'm not going to argue. Well, this is your opinion, and you think it look like you know better than me about science. But the Quran says, as long as you agree that the sun goes from point A to point B every day, some morning, afternoon, and night, the Quran says that the sun set in the murky water. What do you think?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'll continue to answer, God willing, but I also want to ask you a few things as well. So for now, I'm letting you talk about the Quran and ask about the Quran, which I'm fine with. But I also wanted to discuss Christianity and a few things that you might believe
No
as well.
problem. But you know,
So-
our topic is Islam. But I don't know why you want to change.
Well, it's Islam and Christianity because you're a Christian. It's not just
No
Islam.
problem. No
So
problem.
you-
Let us finish
Yeah.
this. So now the
Right.
suns run every day from A to B according to you, and
Mm-hmm.
then the sun set in the murky water, chapter 18, verse number 86.
Yep, I know what you're talking about. Let me read it again.
Hmm.
Yeah, until he reached the setting of the sun, he found a setting at a hot spring, and he found people near it. We said, "Oh, two-horned one, either you shall punish, or you shall do them good." I don't know what this means. I don't know what God means by it.
But
Just
remember, my
because the
friend,
Quran is clear,
You told me
Doesn't
the
go
Quran,
understand
you told me
everything.
that the Quran is clear.
it is clear,
Okay.
but that doesn't mean that anyone will have some things that God teach that we haven't learned yet, and nobody on this earth might know yet.
So what do you mean? What do you know? A second ago, you told me that the
Well,
sun goes every day from point A to point B, which everybody knows.
Well, just
that.
like you and the. Go ahead. What were you saying?
Everybody knows
Go ahead.
that what you said to me a minute ago, the sun does not go anywhere, the sun does not set, and you said, no, this is what happened. And everybody
Right.
in the chat don't agree with you. This is scientifically already proven to be false. So the
Well, that's
Quran,
it.
according to you, the Quran is a false book, teaching such a false information. And now we are showing you Allah saying the sun set in the murky water. And instead of saying to me, I agree with Allah, yes, the sun swim every day and sit in the murky water, and maybe this is what it's meant, that the sun run in its course, as you said. This is the course of the sun. Every day go from the east to the west, and then jump in the muddy, dirty, hot water.
Well, so the first talking about running to a specific destination, there's no problem with that, even if some people disagree. It runs to a specific destination, as I've explained like 4 times. There's nothing wrong with that. It's exactly what it says. That's clear.
Mm.
As far as 1886, it can be interpreted, well, how it says. So it says, until he reached the setting of the sun, he found it setting at a hot spring, which means he could be at a hot spring and he found it setting.
Mm.
It's You know, even if things are perfectly clear, some people might interpret things different ways.
Okay,
Just like the Bible, you don't understand everything that the Bible might say.
my
You have
friend,
different interpretations. It's
okay,
clear.
hold on. Here, if we go here, it says, first, who is the one who's talking in this verse?
Who is it talking about?
Who is talking? No, who is talking? Who is the one saying until he reached, when he reached? Who's talking?
Well, it's the word of God, so it's God talking.
Okay, so Allah is
It's nobody
talking.
specific.
Yeah, Allah is talking.
Yeah.
Allah, he says, until when he, so he's talking about what? Talking about someone else. Until,
Someone else.
okay, until is what? Is about timing, correct? Timing and location. Until when he reached the setting of the sun. How he can reach that? Where is that?
Yeah, I don't know, but he did actually get to where it sets. You know, this idea that it just is a million miles away is nonsense, and I don't believe that. And neither of us can prove it either. You can believe what people tell you if you want to believe it without proof.
No. You see, I'm
But
talking to you, my
Until
friend.
you can measure
I'm talking to you. I don't care about what people will tell me. I'm trying to find out from you what you believe in this. You said the Quran is.
So it can be figurative as well.
Okay.
Reaching the setting of the sun, meaning timing.
No.
Like,
It says, my friend.
yeah, until you reach that time.
No, my friend, listen carefully. Let me explain to you. Here it says, he is reporting, Allah is reporting a story about a man, his name is Zulqarnain. And this guy, he keep walking, he follow a road. And this is took him years. And then when he reached the sitting place of the sun, he found it set in a spring of murky water. So now Allah is reporting for us supposedly what is a fact. He is telling us things we do not know. What happened to a guy who passed in time before us, correct?
Mhm.
Okay. So
Okay.
when he say he found the sitting place of the sun, where is that? How that can be true? The sun set everywhere. Look what he said.
It doesn't set everywhere. It goes below the horizon. That's all we know. Or it sets in a literal spring.
No, my friend. So you believe that the sun set in the water, according to you?
I don't believe it, but I think that it could be possible, according to this. I mean, that's how you could interpret it.
That's possible. So according to Mr. Noor, that it's possible that the sun set in the murky water and goes from the
In a
east
hot
to the
spring.
west, in a hot
Not
water.
murky.
Okay. Actually,
Yeah.
yes, it's hot. You agree with you because the water.
Well, it does say dark.
Hamia, I mean two things.